Hello, and welcome back to the 3 at Moon live stream, everybody. Today is Monday, October 11th, 2021, and my name is 3 at Moon. Otherwise, you can call me Matt as well, but I'm known as 3 at Moon on Twitch and YouTube. We're doing an evening stream today. Normally, I stream from 1 p.m. Pacific onward, but today it was a long weekend. It's Thanksgiving long weekend in Canada here, so I'm doing just a decompressing, chill rhythm game stream. This is the third NES Homebrew stream that I've done, and actually we're going to play a non-NES game here, but I've done a few showcases in the past where we basically just go through people's homebrew projects, people that have programmed their own games for consoles that just don't have games made for them anymore. There are tons of people who still make games for the NES within the NES limitations, people who make games for the Atari consoles, the 2600, 5200 and 7800, and also for Sega Genesis, and people even sell them in the clamshell cases and stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. So we're going to try out a couple tonight, a few that we've tried before and one that we haven't. So the first game we're going to start with is 8-Bit Rhythm Land, made by Columbus Circle from 2019. Apparently there's a 16-bit Rhythm Land, there's a whole bunch of them, and it's just like a fun rhythm-based, just a unique rhythm-based game. The next game we're going to try after that is Hyperbeats and Digibeats, both made by one of our followers, A Cardboard Box. Hyperbeats is a game we played a bunch of times before. I've played it with my partner on stream. We've also done it for viewer request night. And it's all original music, and kind of think it in the style of like Tap Tap Revolution or Dance Dance Revolution or Stepmania. It's like an original soundtrack and really unique, super fun game to play on the NES. It came out in 2020, and then this year there's also Digibeats, which we played last night, and that's a game made by the same creators, Hyperbeats, all original music, 7 tracks, different charts and of difficulty, but it's actually on the Atari 2600. So it's pretty cool. I'm really excited to dive into it. We'll start with 8-Bit Rhythm Land in just a second. Enjoy the music from Stardew Valley in the meantime. I want to say thank you also to Danny Poplio and RPG Gamers Hub yesterday for the raid. Appreciate that. If you're not following the channel already on twitch.tv/3up_moon, consider clicking that follow button. Every follow helps the channel to grow, and you can always catch me here live every day, but you can also go to my YouTube channel and check stuff out there as well. And I'm active on Twitter, so if you follow me there, I'll post exactly when I'm going to go live. Stick around, 8-Bit Rhythm Land up next. Hello, and welcome to the stream, everyone. You should be able to see me, and you should be able to hear me and hear the game as well. Let me know if I need to adjust the audio of the game. And this is 8-Bit Rhythm Land, first rhythm-based homebrew game that we're going to try tonight. Probably good for audio. If you need less or more game audio, let me know. Or if you need less or more of myself, let me know. I can adjust it anytime. This was made in 2018, sorry, not 2019. This is 8-Bit Rhythm Land by Columbus Circle. Japanese made. Nice. Okay, we got some options. We got Running Girl, Music Baseball, Hades Rhythm, and Cosmolean. Okay, let's try it. First one. Something Freaks, Daydream Runner, Hurry Up. Cool. Okay, we'll try this. We'll try the first one. Something Freaks. A is jump, B is kick. Okay. Interesting. Cool. Interesting. Kind of has a little bit of that Rhythm Heaven vibe a little bit. It's almost like an 8-bit Rhythm Heaven. Which is a really interesting compilation of games, or compilation of mini games that are all rhythm-based. You can play it on the DS. I think there's a Rhythm Heaven for the 3DS. And I think it's actually the same team that worked on the WarioWare series. Definitely getting vibes of that. harder than you think. Whew. Boom. Oh, cool, you can unlock songs. The crowd and the whistling sound effect just reminds me so much of Blades of Steel, if you ever played that one. Blades of Steel on the NES. First hockey game I ever played, actually. I know there's the ice hockey game, like the Black Label games. Just easy and hard, okay. It's a really fun one. Basically, that's like just how it's like the same sound and crowd effect they used. So here's the second song, Daydream Runner. Interesting. Okay, let's do Hurry Up. Let's try the third song. We can try hard mode on one of them. Interesting. Barely any B presses in that song. I don't think there was any, actually. Okay, let's try sidestep and let's go for a different difficulty. This is the new song we unlocked. Whoa. Can we just restart? Yeah. Let's try it again. Whoa. That's insane. Okay. That is absolutely insanely hard. Hard mode's just distracting on the screen. There's more things to distract you on the screen too. Interesting. Okay, let's try one of the earlier ones, like let's try this one on hard. And then we'll see. There's 4 other games built into this, so check out those ones as well. Ah. Damn. That is tough. Crazy. Big jump in difficulty when they introduce hard mode. Cool. Alright, let's check out the other ones. Let's check out Music Baseball. See what that one's all about. I like that it's kind of framed like a rhythm-heavy game. It feels like that at least. Alright, Music Baseball. We've got a couple of different songs to choose from. We've got Baseball Kid, Tornado. It's a very weird way to spell it. And Hit End Run. Let's go with Baseball Kid. Okay, A is swing and B is none. Okay, simple. kind of reminds me of a game I used to have as a kid, but it's actually an unlicensed NES game called RBI Baseball 2. I think there was like 3 of them that they made. It was actually lots of fun, and it reminds me of the, specifically, when you're at bat in that game. There we go, we got the rhythm. Very cool. We got 42 cools, so that number returns. Interesting. What if we bump into hard mode? Is it gonna? Are there gonna be false swings or false pitches? That's what I'm thinking. We're gonna see the pitcher throw, but there won't actually be a ball. Whoa! No, there's just fast throws. Jeez. That's tough. Okay. That was such an awful performance. Like a awful performance. We actually only got 14 misses. I'm actually shocked at that. Interesting. Okay, so this kind of ramps up the difficulty in a completely different way. Cool. Well, let's try out the second song. Yes. Interesting. Cool. Okay. We just unlocked Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I guess that's suiting. Okay, hit and run. Let's try this one. Alright, well, let's try the fourth song we just unlocked. Definitely only going to do easy difficulty, though. Wow, we're failing. Nah, I was trying to use the shadow to guide our choices here. I'm gonna start from scratch again. For a second I thought like, oh, maybe you can use the shadow of the ball to time it. Oh wow. Seriously? Total fail. Sure. That was a lot harder than it needed to be, and that was just an easy mode. Okay, we tried Running Girl, we tried Music Baseball, let's try out Cosmoleon. How about that? Let's see what this is all about. Okay. Drunk Aliens. I like that. That's the first title. Or the first track. Then we've got Alien King, Defender. Okay, Drunk Aliens. Easy. A shoots and B is a barrier. Cool. This song's called Drunk Aliens, and this is like a rhythm-based Space Invaders. I like that Drunk Aliens is just space jazz. Ah. Damn. Interesting. Interesting take on a rhythm game. New song get. Okay, let's try Alien King. cool. Cool. Alright, Defender and then Uma. Let's try out Defender. Totally different song. Cool. Alright, we'll try the fourth one. Let's try hard. There we go. Nice. Ooh, cool. That's a cool ending, actually. Nice, that was fun. I feel like these levels specifically, all the levels in every section so far in hard mode are a lot more engaging, but you got to work your way up to it, just like Hyperbeats, of course. Very cool. Okay. Hades rhythm. Nice. Hayanko. Or Hayankyo. A is jump, B is slash. feel like the music might be slightly out of time with the music here. Or, sorry, the music might be slightly out of time with the rhythm. It's very weird. Okay. That's cool. I like the aesthetic of that stage. Very cool. Okay, we didn't try the first one. Samadar. Ooh. There's still something off about the speed. I feel like the music is going like literally like 1 or 2 beats too fast for the speed of the scrolling of this level. I will go as far as to say that it's probably not programmed properly. It could be tweaked. The other ones are fine though. See what I'm saying? Just slightly off. Okay, we did unlock a third level there, but we probably just didn't do good enough in the game. Well, that was it. That's 8-Bit Rhythm Land. Super simple. I mean, we pretty much went through every single track in like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. 31 minutes, 35 minutes. Pretty sweet game. I think it's kind of cool. There is a 16-bit Rhythm Land, and I think there is even a 32-bit Rhythm Land on a different system. I think it's the same team that made it. I like the idea, the concept of bringing the Rhythm Heaven concept like from the DS over to the NES. Super fun. Now stick around, we're going to play some Hyperbeats up next, which is an NES rhythm game made by one of our followers, a Cardboard Box, otherwise known as Anthony Blackman, or Mystic Wheelbarrow. And he did all the music himself, composed all the music, and was programmed by one person, much like Stardew Valley. So in the meantime, let's listen to some Stardew Valley music, and load up Hyperbeats, and update all the stream title stuff. So thanks again for everyone for hanging out, and if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, definitely go check out 8-Bit Rhythm Land or Columbus Circle to see some of the other games that they put together. Alright, you should be able to see the game in just a moment. So this is Hyperbeats, made in 2021 actually, not 2020, by Anthony Blackman. Alright, here we go. Alright, hopefully the volume is okay. And like I said, all the music was made by Anthony Blackman. You'll notice a lot of really cool use of dynamics and specifically polyrhythms, really great rhythm sections throughout the whole game. So you've got 3 charts per level, or per song, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, what is that? 16 songs total. So we'll start off with Boo, you know, considering it is October, and this feels like a very Halloween-esque kind of song. So we'll go with 4. We can change the scroll speed, and you can also do 2-player as well. But basically, think of it like a Stepmania with the A and B buttons, with extra buttons, or Tap Tap Revolution on the NES. Okay, let's try that at 6. Just just to show off just the difference between the different charts, you know? Oops. A beat, left. Left, beat, down. Total fail. It's tricky. Okay. If we can try 6, we can try 7. Yeah, this music totally sounds like Battletoads music. But we're not. Yeah, no, we can't do it. Nope. We gotta get that practice in. I haven't played this in a while, so we gotta definitely get that practice in. So let's go down to difficulty 1. You'll see just how simple this is. But I want to showcase off the music too. It's one of the main things I want to do to showcase the game. Try to play at least one song, or each song once, basically. But you've got options for scrolling. So the scroll is set to 1 right now. We could set the scrolling to be faster if we wanted. It's the same tempo of the game, or of the chart, and the same tempo of the song. But it changes the scroll speed, so it just changes how fast these symbols scroll out, basically. There's all sorts of really cool hidden stuff in this. Like there's 2-player mode. There's also unlockable extra difficulty, like harder modes. Great music. Very cool. I really like the use of rhythm in this piece of music, and this music totally like would suit a beat 'em up on the NES for sure. Side-scrolling beat 'em up. It's got a little bit of that TMNT vibe, a little bit of that Battletoads vibe. Let's try Chip Squeak, which is the title theme. Here we go. Chart 5. So the cool thing about this game too is that everything here, the music, the game, the extra content, all the different chart difficulties, the different scroll speeds, everything is completely programmed within the limitations of what would be available in a standard Super Mario Bros. 1 cart on the NES. So everything here would have been absolutely possible to have been made and shipped on an NES cartridge using the same limitations that a Super Mario Bros. 1 cart did, which is crazy. I think that's pretty cool. Choncotron is a pretty cool song too. It's very impressive. And Digibeats is just as impressive, which also came out this year, with original music by Anthony Blackman as well, coded by him, composed by him, but on the Atari 2600. Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. Okay, let's try that again from the top. It's easy to like lock into the rhythm, then lock out of it there. So close. Come on. That's tough. We can do it. I've definitely done this one at chart 6. I think 6 or 7 is the max difficulty I've ever been able to do. I think maybe 8 once, but with practice. I haven't played this in a while. So close. I just want to showcase this song. We'll go with 3. That's funny. Actually, if I let it fail, we can restart. I'm gonna try a different scroll speed. Let's see if that helps. I think the purpose of throwing in a scroll speed option is to really just make it so that it's possible. Like, it depends on how everyone has their like personal timing or what works better for them in terms of cues. So let's maybe try scroll number 2. Thank you. I did not mean to go to the 6th difficulty, but let's just give it a shot. You'll notice it just helps a little bit then it's easy to get locked out of it. That's funny. Ooh. Overwhelming need to sneeze. That's not good. Thanks. Let's try that again at 3 with scroll 3. How about that? That's what I had meant to do initially. Yeah, it definitely helps to have the faster scroll speed for sure. Really cool music. If you want to check this music out too, there is a way to check it out on Anthony Blackman's SoundCloud. If you just want to hear the music, but check out the game too as well. It's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, okay, let's try culmination at 7. We probably won't be able to do 7, but we can probably do 5. Piece of music definitely would fit in Mega Man for sure. Okay, let's try that again, because I did not mean to do that at 7. Number 5. Welcome, RyRide897. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. This is a great piece of music as well. Remember, all the music in this game was composed by the same person who programmed it. Oh, we're failing. There we go. Do I play arcade games? Yes, I do. I play a lot of arcade games on the stream. Arcade style games as well, like this kind, the kind that where high score mattered. And a lot of the homebrew projects that we've actually tried out which you can go check out on my YouTube channel. I've got a bunch of homebrew streams. I think this is the third one we've done so far. Are all really inspired by arcade games. And as a kid, I used to play a lot of NES puzzle-style arcade games. Burger Time, Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Classics. Always trying to beat my own personal best high score. Have I ever played Air Wing? No, I have not. Is it a shoot 'em up? Like a top-down shooter? I haven't really played too many like shoot 'em ups in general, besides Gradius and Parodius, but those aren't really. I guess they could be considered like arcade-style games. Let's try Destined Path. This is a nice one. It's good. All the music in this game is great. Here we go. I love the way this song plays with the rhythm. It makes you think it's going to go one way and it completely takes it somewhere else. It's a shooter. Nice. Very cool. I actually have a retro redeem. One of the channel point rewards is you can redeem a retro game that you want to see me play on stream, and every single Sunday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, I will tackle an ongoing list of games decided by you. In fact, that's actually how we discovered this game, because one of our followers made this and redeemed it. So yeah, for 4,200 Moonstones, anyone can redeem any game they like, any retro game they want to see me play. What makes Air Wing stand out to you as a shooter? Is that one that you played? Ooh. My buddy Tony Uncle Owl also streams a lot of arcade games. He does a lot of really cool like retrospectives of arcade shooters and platformers, fighters, all sorts. Oh, there we go. Cardboard Box, the creator of this game, is in the chat right now. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. You saw the VOD of Digibeats? Nice. I'm sorry I wasn't able to do it. I actually had a couple of viewer request nights that were cut short, but I had a blast with it. It's really interesting. I wasn't playing, obviously, on an original Atari 2600, but the first thing I thought was, wow, if you play this on an original Atari 2600, it's probably one of the most unique rhythm games I've ever checked out. I like the idea of having to shift, having to watch the notes as they come down and having to shift to the left or the right. The music totally 100% sounds like your music, which is funny. It's the first thing I thought of. Very, very cool. But this is one of the things I like about this piece of music here, Destined Path, the most, is that it starts off with one rhythm and then shifts to this. And that's just a really cool juxtaposition, just in terms of composition in general. And we'll be playing Digibeats after we go through all the songs here. It was playing it yesterday that made me want to play some more rhythm games, so we tried out some 8-bit Rhythm Land, which is sort of like an NES-style rhythm heaven. Rai, you've played Carrier Air Wing, and it's fun. It's actually based off on the US Navy. Nice. Very cool. Okay, we're going to try Detached at 6. Still, my max difficulty chart in this that I've done is 8, but I haven't played this in a while. Yeah, this is such a cool game. I'm just always impressed when people are inspired enough to put something original together on a console that clearly inspired them growing up. I've actually been playing a lot of Atari 2600 games in our Retro Roulette streams. And a lot of them are very obtuse is the best way to put it. Like, you need the manual to understand where you gotta go, what you gotta do, what things can hurt you, what things you can pick up. We played Haunted House on the Atari 2600. We played Adventure, which is a classic. It's a famous one. Ah, I knew it. But yeah, with those games, you really, really need like a manual. And I thought it was really cool that Digibeats just felt like a really easy game to pick up, and completely avoiding that like problem that most Atari 2600 games had. Yeah, you gotta go with a higher scroll speed, at least for me. Scroll speed 3 and up seems to work a little bit better in my mind. But I'm not hitting it. Ah, I knew it. Okay. Let's try 4, and let's do this again. Ooh. Yes. And yeah, if you want to check out the soundtrack to this, I think you posted it before, but if you want to post it again, I knew it. I knew it. If you want to post it again, feel free, because I know lots of people have asked me, you know, on YouTube and during the streams, like where they can get it, how they can support you. In Carrier Air Wing, there's 3 airplanes: the F-14 Tomcat, the F-18 Hornet, and a 6 Intruder. Cool. Yeah, most of those top-down shooters don't give you the option to change your character. You know, typically it's just whatever plane you got or ship that you got, so that's kind of cool. So was this like an actual arcade, like cabinet game? It's always there, eh? Okay, so I build that up. That's funny. I end up building the bar up just before that second section. That's funny. Let's try 4. I want to showcase the music too. I don't want to just keep failing. It's that fine line between wanting to practice and get better at the game, but also the purpose of this is to showcase the game for people that haven't played it before. Nice, it is an arcade cabinet game. Sweet. Yeah, so a lot of those are like arcade cabinets. Like, I've played a lot of console versions of games like that from arcade cabinets. but I didn't really grow up with arcades. I had the ability to play like Simpsons arcade game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time, Dig Dug on the original arcade cabinet. Now I've played some more games just because recently like there's an arcade in our hometown and stuff. But a lot of like the arcade versions of games, like the original cabinets, you can hold so much more data, so there's always better graphics, better music, extra mechanics, lots of just extra stuff that you couldn't necessarily fit into like a Super Nintendo version of it or an NES version of it. It's pretty cool. Extra levels. It's released for the CP System arcade hardware by Capcom. It's a spiritual successor to UN Squadron. Oh, cool. I know I've played UN Squadron before. That's cool. That was released in the previous year. Actually, yesterday we were playing some Ghoul Patrol for Viewer Request Night, and that's a spiritual successor to Zombies Ain't My Neighbors. And I was recently just introduced to it, actually, and I'm very inspired by it. It's actually a really cool game. It makes me want to kind of make my own games of my own. It's a very engaging game and really fun co-op. Love this piece of music. Oftentimes my brain gets like the left and right mixed up, or the up and down mixed up, and then yeah, exactly. As soon as I was, I'm talking about it because it actually happened to me. But oftentimes, yeah, like there's like a moment where my brain like swaps the A and B for some reason. And even as a drummer, it's just a totally different feel, like when you're seeing things scroll up like this. It's not the easiest in certain sections of certain songs. But that's the thing, it's like one of those games that drives you to get better and to try out harder charts. Oh, nice. Did a video on UN Squadron and Air Carrier. Cool. If you want to share your YouTube link, like for your channel, feel free. Also on YouTube, every single one of my streams gets uploaded there. Just in case you can't catch me live for whatever reason, I have the whole VOD archive there. We've got all sorts of fun games there, including more NES Homebrew stuff, and some of the NES puzzle and arcade game streams are actually just games that I specifically grew up with in my very first NES collection. And there's a bunch of really fun ones of me trying to beat my personal best high score in them. And yeah, it was a good nostalgia trip to revisit those games. Mix up the B and A again. awesome. Yeah, that's a fun one. But just at this one page alone, just thinking about the rhythm and hearing just the drums and the bass in each track. There's just so much dynamic. It's really, really cool. Like the first thing I picture is like imagine a live band playing this piece of music. It has Balkan vibes, has Middle Eastern vibes, and it's spooky. Load up your NES beat 'em up game, i.e. Battletoads, i.e. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. Title screen, which is a classic. This is great. Zombie Paper, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the hydrate. I'm actually having a smoothie that my partner made. We're both having a really nice smoothie. She's hydrated too. Not much. We're playing. Totally. Yeah, we're playing some Hyperbeats. I think you've seen me play this before. Really, really fun NES homebrew game, all made by one person who's in the chat. Very impressive. All the music, all the programming done just by one person. And we're just going through some of the music we just played. Chonkatron's awesome too. This is a really cool vibe to it. Just like I'm very impressed by the every song having a completely different feeling. That's the thing that really stands out for me. I played it a couple times. And Ryra, thank you for sharing the YouTube link. I'll check that out. I appreciate that. If you want to go check out Ryra's YouTube channel, the link is in the chat. Culmination makes me think so much of like a side-scrolling shooter like Mega Man, or even like the Batman game on NES. Great piece of music there. Oh, thank you. Recently streaming War Thunder. Nice. Is that another shoot 'em up as well? And I mentioned this earlier, this has a really cool rhythm shift. There we go. It's just unexpected, which I think is really cool. Very RPG vibes, very like heroic Dragon Quest kind of, fulfill that prophecy, the destiny. Definitely really cool vibes. Unfortunately, the composer of Dragon Quest did pass away recently at the age of 90. But he did all the music through the entire Dragon Warrior series, Dragon Quest series. And that's one of the things that pulled me into that series, actually. Is the music. As well as, of course, Akira Toriyama's enemy designs. This is a fun one, too. I like that you can just come here and listen to music, even if you don't want to play the game. You're just like, let me just come and hang out and listen to the album. And then don't go back. I think it's crazy that there's some of these charts are like 9 and 14. I mean, just for fun, let's try 9. The max I've ever been able to do is 8 once on any song. Are you kidding me? Let's try 14 and see what this is all about. Just to show you the jump. Wow. Nope. My brain doesn't even work that fast. That's so funny. Okay, let's try page 2. There's 2 sections of songs here. And we played through all these songs before and on the stream multiple times, but it's kind of like visiting an album. I just want to go through the whole thing, showcase the song or the songs and also the game. And if you haven't played it before, please go check it out. Very proggy song. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Ooh. I like that the prepares you for the do 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 do. Like it's a really good lead in. It kind of locks your brain into a different rhythm and then allows you to throw that melody in there. I don't know if that described that properly, but very fun. Let's try that one more time. See, I did that again. My brain swapped the A and the B. Is this song the Eliminator? Separates the players from the pros. The casual players from the pros. Don't mix up the A and the B, please. Brain. Please, brain. It is like Zappa style prog, totally. It doesn't feel like Rush or anything like that. That's really cool, you know. Like there's like a uniqueness there. It's really cool. I like it. You might do a Carrier Airwing live stream on Twitch. Cool, very cool, nice. I'll have to check that out. Wow, Eliminator, very fun. I don't have a Discord actually. Don't have my own Discord community. I just do the Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I hang out in a few other people's Discords for some ROM hacking communities and Homebrew communities and stuff like that. But don't have my own. We're gonna try out Gear Up. This is a cool one. This one could totally be like the main theme to a cute sort of platforming game. My brain. It doesn't sound like something Frank Zappa would make, but it has that sort of Zappa aesthetic. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it either, but it kind of makes me think of like the Grand Wazoo, if you've ever heard of the Grand Wazoo. Great Zappa album. Let's try this again. Wow. Okay, we're trying 3. We're trying 3, folks. I tend to, like, if I hit walls enough times with a certain chart, I'll just go down a level, practice it a couple of times. You've only listened to Grand Wazoo once. I love it. Cletus Auritus Auritus is great. Eat That Question is one of my favorite pieces of music ever. It's all instrumental, and it's a concept album about a fictional war between people who play brass instruments and people who play string instruments. The concept is similar to a 1934 animated cartoon called Musicland, which is about the same thing, and it's actually part of the Silly Symphonies series, which was Disney, in their answer to compete with the Merry Melodies series, which eventually became Looney Tunes, way back in the day. Musicland is really cool. There's even a Simpsons couch gag that parodies it. Definitely worth checking out Musicland. I think it's 1934 is when it came out. But Zappa kind of took that same concept and decided to make it feel almost like how Peter and the Wolf describes his story very musically and classically. He decided to make his own piece of music, or 5-song album, with sort of jazz fusion, prog, instrumental, orchestral, and classical vibes as well. It's really interesting. But I highly recommend checking that one out. It's awesome. Oh, thank you. Yeah, let me know, Rai. I'll give you a follow on your Twitch channel, and let me know if you're streaming that. And I'll check out your video on YouTube as well. Thanks for sharing. See, that's cool. It totally sounds like the opening title screen to like an old school platformer, especially with the end. The boom, 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 da, da. Press start. Okay, Night and Day. This is a fun one too. It almost starts sounding like the underground theme from Super Mario Bros. 1, and then brings out the jazz. And it's super funky too, I like it. Every single song has a completely different feel. Ooh. Come on, brain. Don't do this to me. It's weird. I can like step outside myself in moments when I'm locking out of rhythm. I can see myself like locked into the rhythm, and then as soon as I start to think about, oh yeah, we got this, like we're locked in, I can see myself from the outside perspective slipping out of the rhythm. It's like, no. See, as I'm saying it, the same thing happens when I drum sometimes. I'll be locked in, and there'll be like a moment when if I think about it too much. It's kind of like I described it before when I play randomizers. You want to find that perfect balance, that Mario Zen, so to speak, like when I'm playing Mario 3 randomized. It's a perfect balance between overthinking about every single thing that you're doing and not thinking at all about anything you're doing. You need that perfect middle ground. close. Would you say it's somewhere between mindfulness and mindlessness? Mindness? When you say mindness, all I can think of is NES using a sigh ability. PK mindness. PK mindlessness. Exactly. Exactly. Oh man. And Lucas's is PK mindfulness. Well, you can actually make that happen in the game, right? Can't you say what your favorite thing is and it becomes like your strongest ability, strongest sigh ability? Next time I play, I'm definitely doing that. We swapped the B and the A in my mind again. You'd have to edit it down slightly. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it won't fit 4 characters. Yeah, let's try this again. Let's try 3. I feel bad not being able to do 5 on this one. This is one of my favorite pieces of music in the game. Come on. Come on. You can do it. We've definitely done much better on that one. Ooh, this is a fun one. Poison's a fun one. We can do this. Wow, this is a total jam for sure. Oh, damn. I feel so bad that we just haven't played it in such a long time. Well, let me restart this here. Just gonna let this one go. But yeah, I haven't played this in such a long time, and I've definitely been able to like lean more towards like the middle charts on most of the songs. But for the moment, just because we haven't played it in a very long time, gotta lean towards the left charts, which is totally fine. Yeah, this is easily one of my favorite pieces of music. I say that about every piece of music in this game. It's funny. It's a super fun one though. Like I said before, you can use the select button on the main menu to mess around with the scroll speed. We're using scroll speed 4 right now, we can make it faster if we want. If we're playing easier charts, sometimes having the scroll speed faster just makes the flow of the game a little bit better. But it totally depends on your, like there's a lot of accessibility options, I would say. So it totally depends on like your skill level and how you prefer. Like for some people it's going to be easier to have lower scroll speed, and for some people it's going to be a lot easier for a fast one. Yeah, like we could slow this down. We're halfway through the scroll speed, right? So we could slow this down if we needed to, just to make it easier. And I find that you end up training your brain once you do each chart enough times at a certain scroll speed or difficulty. You'll know when you can advance, you know? Yeah, Zombie Paper saying, I like that. I'm bad at rhythm games because they typically go so fast for me. I think you might like actually the one that we were playing earlier. It was called 8-Bit Rhythm Land, and I guess this person from 2018 had made 8-Bit Rhythm Land, 16-Bit Rhythm Land, and 32-Bit Rhythm Land. And I think the 32-bit is on Sega Genesis or something like that. But they basically are like the rhythm heaven games. So they're more like mini games that are based on rhythm but not as locked into the music as this one is. But this draws me in way more because it's got much better music. Like infinitely better music in my opinion, because it's just original, and the other ones are original pieces of music too, but there's just, it feels not as locked into your movements, if that makes sense. But I do really like the rhythm heaven games because they make rhythm games a little more, I think they make it a little more accessible for people as well. I like watching people play those games. They're fun. On the DS, I think they might only be Japanese only. I'm not sure if they were ever brought here. They might have. Oh yeah, these songs are also good to listen to outside of the game. Exactly. I feel like that's not the case with 8-Bit Rhythm Land. It's more just about the experience of the game. And yeah, Anthony, if you're still in the chat, if you feel like sharing the music, feel free to do so. Totally your call. You can actually go and support Anthony Blackman, who's one of our followers, Cardboard Box. He's made this. He's made Digibeats, which we're going to play in a little bit, which is an Atari 2600 original rhythm game. Very unique. Also came out this year. And Blobbert was a really cool attempt to try something different with a platformer and focus on the physics of a game, where instead of you controlling the character, you actually are controlling the platforms, if that makes sense. Best way I can describe it is if you had a plank of wood and there's a hacky sack on it, you're controlling the plank of wood to throw the hacky sack up onto the next platform, if that makes sense. It's called Blobbert. I think it was made as part of a game dev jam, or like a game jam like competition. It's very short. It's like a proof of concept almost, but that one's also available to check out. We played that one. We played all three now. Oh yeah. Whew. Whew. Oh, that's so tough. That's so tough. Okay. I think we can do 6. We can do 6 on that. We just need to change the scroll speed. Let's try scroll speed 2. Okay. You can see an example of just what it does. It's the same difficulty, same tempo of the game, but it gives you time to kind of look at what's coming up next a little easier. There we go. So it really depends on the song what scroll speed works for you, to be honest. That didn't fully work for me, but let's try that again. Wow. We are rusty. We are rusty. That's okay. This music always makes me think like imagine we're playing an NES game and the main goal of the level is, let's say you're in a mummy's tomb and it's filling with sand or it's collapsing, and it's like the opening to Super Metroid where you've got like a time limit to like get out of there. This music totally makes me feel like that kind of vibe if we were like let's say an Egyptian explorer as the antagonist, or protagonist, sorry, and then we're just trying to get out of there. It's just got that high octane feel to it. I always like those little clever endings, it's great. Okay, let's try out Space Journey. Super heroic melodies. And I love the LFOs in the background, like the use of the saw and the sine waves here is fantastic. Keep in mind, you have to remember that this whole game was made within the limitations of what a Super Mario Bros. 1 cartridge could do back in the day. So this game would have been completely possible to have been made, manufactured, and shipped as an NES game back in the day. It's all done within, like, all the music, all the extra content, the extra charts, the difficulties. It was all programmed within those limitations, which is very impressive. If I was a kid, grew up with this game on the NES, because I did grow up with the NES, I would have probably got into music a little earlier than than I did. This part's awesome. reminds me of Blaster Master. It reminds me of Linus Spacehead or Cosmic Spacehead, which is made by Codemasters. If you've ever played a Codemasters game on the NES, you'll know that their sine wave, like the sound of their sine waves and the LFO that you're hearing in the background here is very, very similar to those. Like there's a uniqueness to this to the chips that Codemasters was using for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a different chip or if it's just a different process. But the Codemasters soundtracks were fantastic. You've got the Micro Machines game on NES, all the fantastic Dizzy, Treasure Island Dizzy, The Adventures of Dizzy, Linus Spacehead, Cosmic Crusader, Boomerang Kid, Super Robin Hood, all games that we played on stream actually, that are all made by this UK developer. And there's like 3 songs on here, including this one, that makes me like think that like there's definitely some inspiration in terms of like how those sounds were made. I don't know how to describe it any other way. I'm not articulating myself the best way right now, but there's a couple songs that just remind me of that particular set of games. Alright, here's the last song of the game. We've got Velocitized. Let's do it. Also, great beat 'em up track. We recently discovered Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 on NES. I grew up with the first one and didn't know the second one was actually an arcade-style beat 'em up, which is basically like the NES version of Turtles in Time. It was crazy. I grew up with Turtles in Time but never played TMNT 2 until recently. I was very, very impressed with that game. And the music sounds like this piece right here. Very similar. Heck yeah. Oh, very cool game. Definitely check out Hyperbeats if you can. Like I said, it's one of my favorite homebrews that I played. It's got great music. You're going to get hooked. There's also so many different options as well, so it doesn't really matter your skill level. There's lots of different low-level charts that you can mess around with. You can play around with the scroll speed just to see, you know, if you can get the game to... You can just like kind of match the speed and the difficulty with your own skill level, which is very impressive. I'm going to take a second here, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to try the next game, which is also released this year by Anthony Blackman, or Cardboard Box, which is called Digibeats. So it is a rhythm game similar to this with original music, 7 tracks, on the Atari 2600. So stick around for that. We're going to play some music from Stardew Valley. In the meantime, another game programmed and designed by one person. It's just one moment. We've got Digibeats up next. Alright folks, thanks for your patience. This is Digibeats, also made by Anthony Blackman. You can tell as soon as we hear the music that the music is composed by the same person. And I played it yesterday as part of our viewer request night. If you have 4,200 moonstones, you know that you can add any game to the ongoing list that we tackle every single Sunday evening at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We've got a bunch of games in the queue, and you can add any game you like. You can challenge me to a game, like if you want to see me do a randomizer of a game you've never seen me play, you want to see me try a Super Mario Bros. Pacifist run, for example, where I try to beat Super Mario Bros. 1 without hitting any enemies, or if you want to try to challenge me to like a no-death run on a game. There's all sorts of different options. And, you know, in this case, if you happen to make a game for a retro console, I'm happy to play it as well. Yesterday we played Ghoul Patrol on the Super Nintendo. We played Casper on the Super Nintendo, which actually wasn't half bad, and kind of was like a fresher take on the haunted house exploration game, and it felt weirdly like Clock Tower meets A Boy and His Blob. I know that's a strange comparison, they're very drastically different games, but Clock Tower on the Super Nintendo, the slow-paced movement of just going room to room and exploring everything, but also the idea that Casper can turn into different like versions, different like a ghost spatula, a ghost plunger, a ghost trampoline. It was actually a really interesting game. And then we played Digibeats. So every viewer request night is always a completely random mix of games, and that's one of the things I really like about it. Discovered a lot of fun games. Okay, here's Digibeats. It's a really interesting rhythm game. There's really nothing like this. So let me actually just get the volume up here. Okay, so we've got 7 tracks to choose from. We've got different chart difficulties. We've actually got 5 charts for each song as opposed to 3. Let's try chart 3, track 1. I love the use of the same style of music, but using a completely different sound chip. I'm not sure if it's clear to see what's actually going on here, but as the notes fall, there's 3 lanes. The Atari 2600 just has a joystick and 1 button, so it's a very limited controller. But every time a note falls, I have to press A to hit it on beat. But if it falls in the middle lane, I just press A. I just press the button. I say A, but it's just 1 button. Because remember, the Atari 2600 is just like a block controller that has a really janky joystick that's like 8 directions. It might be 8 directions. I think it's 8 directions. And then there's 1 button on it. So you would just be holding it and tapping the button. So if you're playing this on an Atari 2600, you're basically tapping the button when the note is in the middle lane, and if it's in the left lane, you hold left and tap, and if it's in the right lane, you hold right and tap. Simple, but difficult. Let's try the first chart and see if I can just show it off. So there's just pressing the button. And you've got the same energy meter on the right and left side, which exists in Hyperbeats to let you know if you're doing well. And if you miss, then you lose a little bit of that energy meter. I love the simplicity of the timeline tracker as well, the little rectangle moving from the left to the right on the bottom screen. It's a really great use of the space down there, and the fact that there's a simple green bar that shows up when we've hit it, and a red bar when we missed it, or yellow when we just almost got it. It's very, very simple, but I just like aesthetically, but I think it's done very, very well. And I think that's the charm of an Atari 2600 game to begin with, is it was such a limited system back in the day. A lot of it you had to use your imagination, and here it's all about the music. And it's a completely different experience than playing Hyperbeats. It's one of the things I love about it, is it kind of has a super unique feel, but the music ties it together. I love that this came out this year, you know? Things like this make me think, wow, humans are great. Still figuring out how to like create super unique, you know, super unique games on the Atari 2600, a console from, that's what, almost 50 years old? Think about that one. Woohoo! Okay, we're trying the harder chart. It's not too bad. You know, I'm playing with a D-pad, but I imagine this would be a lot tougher with an actual Atari 2600 controller, but I think it would have a really cool tactile feel. Whew. Nice, very cool, and we were able to do it. I also loved it at the end. All you get is just a flash of light and just like a little Atari snare. That's funny. Okay, let's see just how much this jumps up when we go to 5. Wow, that's tough. Oh, love that. That's fun. Okay, that's tough. That's really tough. I do like because there's 3 difficulties per song. That there's, or normally there's 3 difficulties per song in Hyperbeats, but because there's 5 difficulties per song in this, I think it actually there's not as much disparate. There's not as much of a difference between each chart. I think that's the way I'm trying to articulate this. My brain's not working. My rhythm brain's working, but all the rest ain't working. Let's do this. Track 2. Damn. Okay, let's try that at 1 and 2. we were getting like a bunch of misses there. We somehow got through the song, but a bunch of misses. That was cool. That's a fun game, or a fun piece of music. You can see that there's direct correlation in the style for sure. And I really like the idea of composing new music using like the sound capabilities or the sound chip of an Atari 2600. Let's try track 3 at 4. We might be able to do 4. Not the best score. Fun game, or fun song though. I always keep saying game. It is a fun game, but also fun song as well. That was 3, right? Yeah. Let's try this one at 6. Let's just see. Let's see if we can do it. There's only 7 tracks. Oh, nope. Not today. Not today, brain. But just like Hyperbeats, it makes me want to keep trying it. I'm trying to get better at it. Yikes. Okay, let's try the next song. At 3. Such a cool piece of music. Great use of rhythm. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, let's try that one at 5. It seems crazy. Let's do it. Velocitized. Ha ha ha. Uh-oh, look at our score. 2020. Let's get out of here. Let's go to track 5. This is a great track too. Yes. Also has Battletoads vibes, or Double Dragon, or TMNT, the arcade game. Imagine a version of Turtles in Time, like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beat 'em up, but on the Atari 2600. It's not that crazy to imagine because Double Dragon and Double Dragon 2 were released on the 2600, and 52, and 7800. But this would totally suit a beat 'em up. Very cool song. Okay, let's try 6 at 5. I don't know if we can do chart 5 yet. No, I knew it. I could feel my brain falling apart on that one. Okay, let's try this one. This has a medieval sort of feel to it. Feels like something out of Dragon Warrior or Gauntlet. Definitely, if there was a Gauntlet on Atari 2600, this would suit it. Or Wizards and Warriors. Who's actually, you know, the Wizards and Warriors games were actually composed by David Wise, who composed the, I think so, I'm pretty sure, he composed the the Dragon Kong Country games? No, the Donkey Kong Country games. He was one of the composers for those games. Alright. Yeah, let's try that last song. We'll try chart 4. Track 7. Let's do it. Such cool rhythm. You know what? I really commend the creator of this game for creating a new concept. Just let that happen. For creating a new concept of a rhythm game. It would have been so easy to make Hyperbeats 2. You could have just loaded new music into your already existing game engine, but the fact that you took the time and effort to go in and explore a different console, explore the limitations of a different console, and to showcase some more tracks, because realistically, this is kind of like a little EP if you think about it. I think that's really cool. And like I said before, this is an extremely unique game for anything I've ever played on Atari 2600. Can you imagine your friends just, like your neighbors just bought Pong in like 1979 or 77 and just bought Pong on the Atari, and they're like, check this out, you come over and play Pong, it's awesome. And they're like making it like a big deal, like it's they're watching the Super Bowl, and you're like, I got 2 controllers, let's do this. And you're all excited because you can beep, boop, beep, boop. And then you're like, come over, check out this game that I got on the Atari 2600. It's called Digibeats. And then it's just this. I want to time travel just to do that. Just to reenact that scenario. So close. Let's try that again. Whew. No. So close. There was another moment where I just saw my brain unraveling. That's so funny. Okay. Let's just try it too. We just gotta accept it. We're beginners. I'm not Itorama over here playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts on Professional. Torch only. Great music. really cool. Highly recommend checking out Digibeats. Definitely check out Hyperbeats. You can look up both of them. You can find them. I think they're listed under Mystic Wheelbarrow online. Highly recommend supporting Anthony Blackman, the creator of this, and also one of our followers, Cardboard Box, because these are some of the most original homebrew games that I played, like recent ones, next to From Below, which is put together by a team of like 6 people, which is a really cool variant of Tetris that we've played. And all that stuff is available on my YouTube channel, as every stream is. I'm going to just take a look and see who is online and who we can raid, but I want to say thank you to everyone for hanging out. Thank you to Anthony Blackman for making this game and also introducing it to me, as well as Hyperbeats, via our viewer request night on Sundays. Had a blast with this. I really enjoyed 8-Bit Rhythm Land for what it was. It was like an NES version of Rhythm Heaven. You can go check those out as well. That was done by Columbus Circle, which also is a team that made 16-bit Rhythm Land and 32-bit Rhythm Land on different consoles. Definitely worth checking out. And I'll be doing some more homebrew streams in the future, showcasing other people's projects. If you have a project that you've made and or you want to just see me play a retro game, like a ROM hack of a retro game or something like that, then you can actually use 4200 Moonstones to add a game to the list as well. Let's play some music from Stardew Valley and stick around so we can raid someone and you'll earn some extra Moonstones. There's a lot of people online today. Let's see what they're streaming. You know what? Let's go raid our good friend Two-Tone8. Two-Tone8 is an awesome streamer who helped us get the channel to grow from the very beginning. He was actually our 50th follower, and he helped push us, to 100 and got us there. So I really appreciate it. He's also someone who plays using the Mister, and if you haven't heard of the Mister before, it's basically physical console hardware emulation. So it's essentially something you can play games through, and what it does is it uses different cores to emulate the actual consoles, not so much the games. Really interesting. He just moved to a new place, got a new setup. Let's go give Two-Tone a follow. And he's probably playing some really interesting arcade games. If you're into arcade games, if you're into beat 'em ups, even some ROM hacks. There's all sorts of really cool stuff there. But recently he was trying out a whole bunch of the Marvel vs. Capcom games. I've only ever played the second one, but it was really cool to see just the differences between them. And he does a lot of really cool retrospective streams. So thanks again, everyone. I'll see you in Two-Tone's chat. Tomorrow I'll be streaming, actually in the evening as well, in the afternoon. I might do a morning stream, but probably more than likely it's going to be like around 5 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. But as always, I stream every single day, and you can catch me here. And Wednesday we'll be doing part 4 of our co-op Nuzlocke challenge with Rathe V. Marie playing Pokemon Sweet. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you in Two-Tone's chat.